bit tight where I am, but this is my little sleeper cabin for my bus down to Nha Trang, which takes like 9 hours, 9 hours 20. I'll just try and lie down here. It's not really going to work, but should be good. So I haven't got the most room to lie down, but I'm pretty tall. But it's wide. I've got a light here, sleep, whatever that means. Headphones, I think this TV works. Oh shit, there you go. I got a USB there and there. Some water. And that's the toilet right next to me, so should be good. Well, just got some bad news from the hotel there. So I've just arrived in Nha Trang, which is another beachfront city. I think it's pretty nice, but I made my booking for today, which means I'm supposed to check in at 2 p.m. and I've just arrived and it's 6 in the morning. As you can see, I look fucking tired already, so I've got 8 hours to kill. So I don't know, I'll try and find some food. Hopefully the sun comes out soon and I can maybe just sit on the beach, but fuck, it's gonna be a long day. I really did try to sleep on that bus. It was only 9 hours from 7 p.m. to like 5:30, but God, it's even worse than the train. It was just rocking back and forth, so loud. And I didn't have much room to spread out, so I haven't slept a wink. But this beach looks really good. So I've been a little bit unlucky with my timing arriving in Nha Trang because it's absolutely beautiful, but I think this is going to be the last sunny day. The next 3 days is going to be like rainy and windy and cloudy, so I decided to try and make the most of it. And I'm at a place called Phu Quoc, which is like, it's got a couple of waterfalls and you can do like river activities and lakes and stuff, so I'm just gonna go exploring. That there is a zip line, roller coaster zip line, which looks pretty insane, look, all the way like that. But I don't think it's finished. And then over the river, those guys seem to be finishing it off down there, so I don't think it's ready yet. I couldn't really record it there because there's a lot of people around, but I just had a little dip in there. So I think this is leg 2 of 3, but to be honest, I'm absolutely starving and I'm sweating already even though I just got out the water, so I think I'm gonna head back and get some food before going back into town. Xin chào. They're funny. Okay. Well, I'm officially leaving Nha Trang after 4 days. The weather hasn't been the best and I didn't want to spend too much money, so I haven't done much as far as footage is concerned. But I'm heading to the bus now. That takes 3 hours and then I arrive in Dalat. And I'm going to spend 2 days there and then head to Ho Chi Minh for one night before I fly to Phu Quoc for 1 week. So hopefully there's some stuff to do in Dalat. Nha Trang's a bit weird with prices though. Like I've just walked past a Vietnamese place there and it's 150,000 for some egg fried rice. And I just don't get that. Like in the city I used to live in, it was 40,000. So maybe if you go to Hanoi or somewhere more expensive, you're talking 80,000, 90,000, I understand. But to see it for 150,000 makes no sense to me, because round the corner in Nha Trang there's like Vietnamese places, and round the corner there's a pizza place or there's a burger place or Greek food where you can get like a full pizza for 150,000 and stuff. So I don't understand why they would charge that much for Vietnamese food. I'm finally on the bus to Dalat. I missed the one at 12 o'clock. It's my own fault. and then I booked another one for 3 o'clock, and it's now 4 p.m. and it just turned up, and it's like a 3-hour drive to Dalat, so I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get there, but I'm on the way. This is what rush hour Vietnam looks and sounds like. There's the noise, first of all. Getting busy. All the schools have just let out. It's like 5:30 p.m. It's quite crazy to walk on the streets at this time. A lot of traffic. So I'm just sitting here on my balcony in Dalat in my place called My Kim Hotel, which was like $8 a night, $16 for the 2 nights. It's like £12. Can't ask for more really. There's the big bed. I'm sitting on this balcony. I'm happy. But I haven't got much footage from my day and a half in Dalat. And there's a few reasons for that. I think number one is that most of the touristy things you can do here, because the place seems to be surrounded by mountains, and I think most of the things you can do involve either renting a motorbike or paying for a tour for like $20, $25. And I'm pretty skint right now, I'm pretty broke. So I'm just trying to save all my money for Phu Quoc, for the island where I'm finishing. On top of that, it's known as the city of flowers, I think. And there's lots of trees and like nature. And because of that, my hay fever's gone crazy. I've got a runny nose, I'm sneezing, my head feels like shit. Yeah, and the final reason is that I think I've just came from my new favourite place in Vietnam, which is Nha Trang. Really nice place, good weather, good people, on the beach, you know, good prices. So, you know, it is what it is. I've enjoyed every single place I've been to in Vietnam. And this one, not my favourite, but that's fine. I'm sitting on this balcony, I'm drinking a nice bottle of Dalat wine.
Premier red wine, which was 170,000 Vietnam dong. I'm no expert, but I feel like that's like £6, £5.50, something like that. So I'm just going to sit and enjoy that, relax a little bit and have an early night. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and get a 8-hour bus. Like that one. Down to Ho Chi Minh from 9 till 5. So I'm going to do that, and then I have just that one night in Ho Chi Minh, and then I'm flying to Phu Quoc. So I think I'm just going to relax for the night. I'm in Ho Chi Minh. It's about 8 p.m. and I didn't really get a hotel in the center because I knew I was gonna arrive late and my flight tomorrow is quite early. So I'm literally just gonna grab some local food and go to sleep. But my room cost £5.50 for the night. So let's see what £5 gets you in Vietnam. So nothing too crazy, but all I need is a bed, AC, and a bathroom. I mean, try finding a hotel for £5.50 anywhere in England. In Phu Quoc, just arrived. Taxis cost about £6-7, but this guy is going to take me on his motorbike. Yeah, say hello. Hello. For £2 for a 15-minute journey, so let's do it. You like Donald Trump?
Xin chào. Xin chào Việt Nam.
So I've rented a motorbike today and left my hotel, which is in the sort of southwest of the island, and I've drove all the way up to the northwest. All the way around the island's only like 46 kilometers, so I think I've just done like 15 or something. But I'm up here, look, at a place called Vin World, and there's loads. It's like a resort area where there's a Ferris wheel, there's a roller coaster, and there's loads of apartment buildings, and they're all empty. And I don't even think the amusement park's open. It feels like that Call of Duty game, you know, 50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a fucking ghost town. But I think they do this all the time in Vietnam. They'll put millions of like dollars into somewhere like this, and then just, you know, build it and they will come, is the phrase, but people just obviously aren't. So I don't think that's open. I mean, I probably wasn't going to pay the $40 to go in anyway, but there is a safari here, which I might indulge in. But either way, I think today it's absolutely roasting. It's 30 degrees, and I think I'm just gonna drive around maybe the whole island. So I'm in the very northwest right now. I'm gonna try and get to the coast if I can, and then yeah, head all the way around and just try and get some footage on the way. But yeah, bloody hell, 30 degrees. accordion man there.
Trên trường anh bước đi có nàn hoen đôi mi ngóng theo đường vắng tênh chỉ còn em với anh. Yes.
That was good.
So I'm just about to have a nice coffee, sitting on the coast here in the northwest of Phu Quoc, and in the distance over there, I've just looked on the map, I think that's Cambodia. It doesn't look too far. Not far, right? No? What's your name?
What's the name?
Yeah, your name.
Tan.
Tan.
Okay.
You wanna go swim?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, once again, I look sweaty and horrible. But what can you do? It's 30 degrees. The shade in this jungle is pretty nice. But I'm heading up to a waterfall. Forgot the name now, I think it was Sio Ching or something like that. But it's about 1 kilometer up this hill. And then I think I can swim in the stream, cool myself down a bit. I think I've got a companion. She was just sitting on the side of the water. She wants to go for a swim, so let's do it. Are you from Vietnam?
Vietnamese.
Yeah, from Phu Quoc?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No film.
Yeah, no swim. I really hope this is the way to the waterfall. She could be leading me down some kind of death trap here.
No.
Dense jungle walking. Although this is the river, so it's got to be heading up there, right? She wants to swim in there. You want to swim in there?
Oh, I thought we were going to a waterfall, man. I don't know where we are here. Perhaps there's something going on, eh? But no problem. I don't think I'm going to swim in there, though. So, a bit of a disappointment, but I think that's the waterfall from the photo that I could have swam in. And it's dry season, so ain't nowhere to fucking swim. Well, that was an interesting turn of events. Like, I'm in shock. I'm actually in shock here. That was really weird. So this Vietnamese woman was sitting, and as I was walking past, she said, oh, 1 kilometer, there's somewhere you can swim. And I'm looking for the waterfall to go swim. So I said, oh, okay, thank you. And she said, we go. So I thought she wanted to go with me, and I was like, okay. So we walk up, and then she's taking me, like, I didn't see any waterfall. And we're like in this little pond next to this stream. And I thought, this seems a bit weird. Turns out I was right. I was kind of thinking that she was like taking me somewhere to rob me or something bad. But I thought it was a bit strange. And then luckily we saw some other foreigners, had a laugh about how it's dry season, so the waterfall's just not there. So I was like, okay, makes sense. And then as we're walking down the hill, she's putting her arm around me, and I was thinking that was a bit strange. But at the same time, I asked her age in Vietnamese, and she was like 46, so I thought, and it's like a steep hill with rocks. So I thought, okay, she just wants some help to go down this hill. And then she kept saying, like, in Vietnamese, like, more, like, I am one. And I finally pieced it together, it means I am single. And so I was like, oh, I've got a girlfriend. And straight away, she let go of me. She wasn't happy. And then she said, do you want to go sit somewhere? And I said, I have to go meet a friend, all on Google Translate. And then she tried to give me a hug goodbye. And let's just say she tried for more. So that was one of the strangest encounters of my life. And I'm starting to realize that maybe I'm just a bit too nice. Fucking hell, I thought she was just a middle-aged woman who wanted to help down the hill, man. Turns out she wants a bit of English. Fucking hell. Well, it's hard to believe, but I'm on my last few hours of Vietnam. So I'm in Ho Chi Minh City, District 1, and I arrived last night after a flight delay at like 9 p.m, 10 p.m. So I just slept for like 12 hours. But I've just checked out there at midday, and my flight isn't until midnight, so I'm just gonna have to waste some time. So it's really hot, but I haven't got a choice. I'm gonna walk about 45 minutes to a war remnants museum and have a look around there, and then I think I'm gonna finish everything off. There's something called Saigon Sky Bar. I think this sort of viewpoint's on like the 49th floor, so you can see quite a lot of Ho Chi Minh City. And then yeah, I don't know if I'm just gonna end the video there or end it when I get on the plane, but either way, I'm pretty sad. Last meal in Vietnam. Got some duck fried rice and some pork belly. I don't think there's a lot left for me to show you on this trip now. I'm gonna finish this meal and head to a gym so I can get a shower before my flight, and then I'm just gonna head to the airport and go home. So I think that's it as far as footage. You know, with this trip I haven't exactly shown every single meal or every part of Vietnamese culture or every place or every tourist destination, but I've just tried to go from the north of the country all the way down to the south and just make the most of it. You know, I'm trying to make these videos from my own memory more than anything. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. I think there's going to be more to come. I'm going to fly home for a little while, and I think my next trip's going to be back to Asia. I'm thinking Cambodia, Philippines, and I'll try and make the same kind of content.